Hey YouTube, how you doing? Ed Powers here, and today I'm going to unbox a Windlass Steelcraft Tomahawk I bought from Atlanta Cutlery, and we're going to take a look at it. I think with the discount and everything, they're under 30 bucks, and for something that I'm actually going to probably use as a utility tool around the house, more than I am going to be using for HEMA or any kind of weaponry. I think that's a pretty good way for me to go. So right now I'm looking at it, it's all nicely bubble wrapped here. And the wife and I can do that. And there's a little thing that says, your one-stop source for everything from the movies. MoviePropReplicas.com. So yeah, I guess they got MoviePropReplicas.com. So if you want to get something that was Game of Thrones, they got on the back here, and maybe a few other things. Maybe you could go there and you could, Serenity, Star Trek, Firefly, which is Serenity. Oh, Frankenstein. Actually, it's not Frankenstein. That is Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was the doctor. Yep. And other kinds of neat cool stuff. Anyways, let's get back to this. It's pretty well packed. And I just broke out my bubble wrap. And let's see what I got here. Alright, now I'm having a fun time here. Still want to cut myself before I get into my tomahawk. I'm not going to go into the history of tomahawks. Some people say they're based upon the Frankish axe. Well, it's got a pretty good gripping handle. The head wobbles a little bit because the way the head is designed is to be, they put a split wedge in there, which I don't like at all. That is not a good design for the handle. Let me explain why. When you have this type of head, the handle should flare out enough to where you don't have to put a split wedge in it. So that is something that is a big negative for me right off the bat, which is why I'm glad I didn't pay that much money for it, because this wedge could come out or the split could go further down. So it is kind of sharp, but like I said, one thing I really hate is that split wedge right there. When you have a tool design like this, whether it be a pickaxe, a medics, which is used for digging ditches and trenches, you shouldn't need to have this wedge. This wedge should not have to be in there. You should just be able to come straight up and have that. And actually, you should be able to tap that and have that whole head come off. It should be actually able to slide off. That way you can replace it, put it on another handle real easily, or you could break it down to store it. But that looks like something that would really do a damage. Let me put that up to next to my hand, and that's about how big it is. You look at it, it's got a good head on it. The only thing, like I said, I don't like is that whole ordeal with the thing there. You chop that way. But for $20 retail for that, you get the handle. Like I said, that's a big negative for me. Even if you were to throw this and you would hit on that, that would drive in, that would actually cause it to split more down the handle, which would cause more problems. The design of the handle to the head should be that this should not be necessary to do this. This handle should not have to come off, because this whole thing should be designed on a wedge basis to where it just doesn't have to have that. So Windlass Steelcrafts, you need to work on this a little bit. The handle is a little bit narrow, a little bit thin, but I think that if I was to go out and start chopping some brush and start hacking at some small branches for limbing, from when I knocked down a small 4-inch diameter tree in my backyard, and I should be able to knock the small limbs off pretty easy without any problems. But other than that, what do you expect? $30 out the door. That includes the shipping price. So that's the only thing I got an issue with. And the handle could I'll probably a little too smooth. Doesn't give you enough grip. You know, maybe put a lanyard on there. Maybe one day I'll put the lanyard through there and I'll show you how the lanyard's actually used. It's not just a long rope that handles down, it actually wraps around your hand, and then you use that lanyard wrapped around your hand to kind of grip onto the handle. Or you could put little check marks on the handle, but you're actually weakening the handle that way. But that's my review of the Windlass Steelcraft Tomahawk from Atlantic Cutlery. And thanks for watching.